Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome to the Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 19, and we got another good one for you, so don't be afraid to drop a like on this video as well as subscribe if you are brand new. There are 3 other franchise series on this channel in every sport because it is franchise content all day, every day here on Franchise Gaming. Gonzalez Chirinos, let's get it. All right, so we get to see another start from Marco Gonzalez. The lineup looking pretty much exactly like it should for us today. The rookie Fernando Mortero batting .278 on the year. Look at those top 2 hitters, Mallex Smith and Xander Bogaerts. We come in with 66 wins. We're looking to pick up 67, and look at Mallex Smith. He's going to start us off with a leadoff double to the wall. He's going to stretch it to 3, and he will be safe at third. Xander Bogaerts going to come up, and he is going to rip one into right center field, right into the gap at the 370 marker. And that's going to be a double for him, but it will bring in Mallex Smith for the first run of the ball game. So now we go bottom 1, and that's a long run for Mallex Smith. He is not able to get there. It will be a double with 2 outs in the bottom of the first, and Marco Gonzalez is going to get the strikeout to end the inning. So now we go top 2. Leadoff hitter gets on again. It's Domingo Santana with a big double to start us off in the second inning. So now Ryan Healy coming up. He's going to ground one in between first and second, and he will put runners on the corners now. Now with 1 out, it's Shed Long. He's going to bounce one over to short, and that will be a double play to end the threat. So now bottom 2, it's Marco Gonzalez, and he's going to give up a hit down the right field line. That's going to be a double now for the Tampa Bay Rays. They got a runner in scoring position, but Gonzalez with the strikeout to end the inning. So now Mallex Smith, he's going to dribble one over to first. It can't be handled, and he will make it to first base. So now Rendon coming up, but he will end the threat of the inning by grounding into a double play. We move on to the 4th inning. It's Crush Davis going to bounce one up the middle, and that's going to put a man on early for us here with the leadoff bouncer. Here's Mitch Haniger. He's going to get one up the middle as well. Can't be handled by the shortstop trying to dive. And it's going to be 2 on, nobody away for Domingo Santana. He dribbles one over to third. They're going to get him on a double play, but there's still a man at third with 2 outs. It's Ryan Healy at the plate now. Hits one deep into center, but it would be taken care of. Remains a 1-0 game. Marco Gonzalez takes a shot on the mound. You can see he's still down, and he is going to have to come out of the game. He took a shot to the forehead. Doesn't appear to be too serious, but we need to take him out nonetheless. So in comes Felix Hernandez with the 8-7 record this year, a 4.14 ERA, doing a little bit better than he did last year. And we'll see what he can do here as he strikes out a batter immediately after coming out, and he strikes another out to end the inning. So good little relief there for Felix Hernandez as we get the leadoff runner on in the 5th. It is now Shed Long, and he's going to rip one up the middle. Pitcher moves out of the way after seeing what happened to Marco Gonzalez. And so here's Chirinos pitching, and it's going to be Mallex Smith, a little dribbler. He will get taken care of, but he moves both runners along. Rays manager electing to intentionally walk the next batter, which is Xander Bogaerts. That brings up Anthony Rendon, and he's going to single to right field, and that is going to bring 2 runners home. He goes for second, and he is in there safe, and it's going to be a 3-0 game in favor of the M's here. Adam Korolek coming into the game. He gets Chris Davis to strike out, and now he's got Mitch Haniger, and Haniger taking one deep, but it is going to be caught in center field. So now Felix Hernandez in the bottom of the 5th. He's going to give up a long ball. That one out to left over 380, and it's gone. and that'll put Tampa Bay on the board. Next batter, he strikes him out for the first out of the inning. And now on a 2-2 pitch, it's going to be another crusher out to center this time. That one over 400, as that one is going to cut the lead to just 1. Then he's going to beanball a man, and that'll bring up Irvin, who's going to strike out. So now Robertson up, and he will pop fly over to second. That's taken care of by Shed Long. Quite the adventure there for Felix Hernandez. So now into the top of the 6th, it is Domingo Santana. He's going to again put the leadoff runner on base for us. Here's Ryan Healy ripping one into left field. That falls for a base hit. And we've got 2 on with nobody away. Here's a hit right there, and that's going up the middle, and that's going to get over the center fielder's head. It's a beautiful knock. That one was Fernando Mortero, and we have got 2 on. He would get an RBI. That'll make it 4-2. Here's Shed Long. He's going to rip one up the middle, and all base hits here. There is a 2-run single for Shed Long. That'll make it 6-2. Here's Malik Smith down the right field line, and that is going to land fair, and that will put 2 on. Still nobody out, and it's runners on second and third. Bogart's going to get walked here, and Rendon going to come up. He gets jammed a little bit. It goes to short. A run does come home, and he will get taken care of at first, but it's a 7-2 ball game. There is a moon ball by Crush Davis. It does not leave the park. So tagging up, here comes Malik Smith. He's going to get home. To get the runner on third, it'll be an 8-2 game here in the middle of the 6th inning. So Felix Hernandez, he's going to give up another long ball. This thing all the way into the left field corner. And that's going to be gone. So Yazel Sierra going to come on in relief here. He's got a 5-3 record with a 3.69 ERA. And he's going to give up a long ball here with 1 on. I believe that's Felix Hernandez's runner. So 1 charge to each there. Hunter Wood coming into the game here to begin the next inning at an 8-5 game. And it is going to be Mitch Haniger launching his hand grenades again out to left field. And that's going to give us a 9-5 lead when they bring in Akinori Wada into the game. Rendon coming up. He's going to hit a moon ball out to right center. They're giving chase. He is going to get that to land. And there's going to be 2 on, but they're going to try for 3, and Rendon will be safe. That'll bring in another run. It'll be 10-5. Here's Crush Davis. He's going to single home Rendon, and that'll make it 11-5. A 6-run ball game right now, as Mitch Haniger going to get the single as well. That puts 2 on now with 2 away here in the top of the 8th inning. Jalen Beeks coming on in relief. He does not have a very good ERA, but he does strike out Domingo Santana to end this inning. Malik Smith going to start the top of the 9th, and he gets one over the left fielder's head. That's going to put 2 on, but look at Shed Long trying to score. He will get gunned down at the plate, but we do come away with the 11-5 victory. Malik Smith, player of the game. Look at this, 4 for 6. A triple and 2 doubles on the day for Malik's. Felix Hernandez is going to come away with the win. Mitch hand grenades, the only one to hit a home run in this game, for our team anyway. Gonzalez was pitching extremely well before he had to come out of the game. Good to see Felix Hernandez pick up his 9th win of the season. Everybody had at least 2 hits in this ball game. 23 hits overall for the team. O'Neill, Duvall, Zunino, and Robertson, the home runs for Tampa Bay. So now we go into the second game of the episode. We're going to take on division rival Houston Astros. They're trying to make the playoffs. We're trying to win the division. We are 6 games up on them. And some changes to the lineup. Zach Cozart is going to play, as well as Chris Santiago and Sean Padilla. So a lot of the kids going to play, and one of the old veterans going to play as well. There's a runner on second base, and Derek Rodriguez is going to give up the hit that's going to bring a run home. Not looking good here with nobody away. Now there's one away with a man on second and another base hit into left field. Going to put runners on the corners with one away. Now two away. And there it is, and that's going to get snagged by Xander Bogaerts for the out. Mitch Haniger going to come up here in the top of the second, and he's going to hit a nice double out to right center field, taken care of by the center fielder. But it is going to put a runner on second with nobody out for Ryan Healy, who bounces one up the middle, and that's going to bring Haniger home. Haniger will be safe at the plate, and that'll be a 1-1 tie. So now Tony Kemp coming up against Derek Rodriguez in the bottom of the second with one away, and he's got one going, and gone for the Houston Astros, putting them back on top 2-1. Xander Bogaerts going to lead off the sixth inning now as we move all the way up there, still 2-1 with a single. Here is a bouncer, and that's going to be a hard bouncer. They're going to get Crush Davis, but Bogaerts moving over. Here's Mitch Haniger, and he's launching hand grenades out to right field. It is gone. Two-run shot puts the Mariners on top. Henry Villalobos coming into the game. He's 2-1 on the season with a 3.28 ERA. He's got two on right now, and he is going to pretty much ruin Derek Rodriguez's ERA as he gives up Derek Rodriguez's runs, including one of his own. And that is going to be a 5-3 game in favor of the Astros. Roberto Osuna coming into the game now here in the eighth inning. And top eight, it's going to be Crush Davis, and he has crushed this thing out to right field into the stands, and it'll be a 5-4 game. Dan Altavilla coming into the game now, 1-1 with a 2.63. He's only pitched in 13 games this season. And he would take care of his batters, bringing up Will Harris for the Astros. And Sean Padilla going to ground one out. We need Malik Smith to come through, and he does. Malik Smith, what better to start a two-out rally than with Malik Smith? We just need to bring him home. Xander Bogaerts not going to get that one through the hole. Thrown on to first, and Bogaerts is going to be out. We lose this one 5-4 in Houston. Alex Bregman, player of the game, with his 3-run home run, and it really did make the difference in the sixth. Villalobos was the one who gave it up. Derek Rodriguez, though, going to take the loss, however. So Crush Davis hits his 22nd homer of the year. Mitch Haniger, his 30th home run of the season in this one. We get 11 hits. We don't win. They get 8 hits. They win the ball game. So we did a horrible job leaving some guys on base in this game that we wanted to bring home. And now in the final game of this episode, we're going to take on the New York Yankees. They are actually not good this season. They are below 500. We are 78-59. Well on our way to hopefully locking up the AL West. Here is Shed Long going to lead off this ball game with a single. And that's going to start some danger here as Mitch Haniger up with a guy on first base. And he's got one to drop there in left field. That's going to put 2 on with 1 away for Shane Bieber to strike out Domingo Santana and end this inning. Or end the top half of the inning. Justus Sheffield striking out a man right there. He's got Odubel Herrera on. He's going to walk him. Now he's got Aaron Judge, and he's going to get him to dribble one right back at him. He's going to start the double play ball, but Judge will be safe. So he's got Giancarlo Stanton with a man on, and he gets him to dribble over to Xander Bogaerts, who takes care of him. And that ends the first inning. So now Sean Padilla coming up in the top of the second, and he's got one. That's going to be gone. Padilla with the 2-run shot will start us off 2-0. There's going to be Crush Davis. He's going to hit one out into center. That's going to be a 2-run single. It's 4-0 in favor of Seattle. Gleyber Torres has one going back. That lands in. And it's going to be a double for Gleyber Torres to start something off here with 2 outs for the Yankees. However, a strikeout will end the inning. Justus Sheffield doing some big things against the team he used to be the prospect for, the team that drafted him. Here's going to be a shot out to right center field, and that's going to bring a run home for New York. So it'll be 4-1. Aaron Judge will strike out, however. And now Giancarlo Stanton, another dribbler. This one over to third, and he will get taken care of. Runner left on second. Later on for the Yankees, it's Justin Sheffield getting another strikeout. Then he gets Justin Turner to dribble one over to second base, and that starts the double play ball. Here's Luke Voit now. He's going to get one down the right field line, and Luke Voit's had some very big hits against us in the past. And he puts runners on the corners, and we're going to bring in Sam Tuivailala, Mr. 5.01 ERA, pitched in 43 games this year. Does have a 3-1 record, though. See what he can do in this one. He gets the big strikeout to end that threat right there. And then, embarrassingly enough, here's Sean Padilla, runner on base with 2 outs, and he becomes the easy third out. And there's a beautiful strikeout by Tuivailala to end that inning. Now, in the bottom of the 8th, this one's going back, and Malik Smith able to make the grab. What a grab out there at the wall. Here is Crush Davis. He's going to get one to land in right field, and that one is going to be good enough to get his slow butt over to second base for a leadoff double. That's going to bring up Domingo Santana, who does not get that to fall. Crush Davis trying for third. He's going to get caught in a rundown as Judge able to get up a lot quicker than expected and make that rifle throw. So that'll take care of us. And Ken Giles going to come into this game with a 3-3 record, 37 saves on the year. He's trying to pick up his 38th right now. And the very first out, taken care of over at first base. Beautiful defensive play. Here's Gary Sanchez. He strikes out with nobody on base. And then here is Gleyber Torres, and he is going to hit one out to right, and that is taken care of by Mitch Haniger for the dub. Justus Sheffield goes 5 2/3, 5 strikeouts, 4 hits, and 1 earned run, as well as 3 walks. But he does pick up the win in this one. 0 for 5s from Domingo Santana and Fernando Mortero in this one. Sean Padilla hits our only home run in this one. What an unlikely hero. So, for the Yankees, only 4 hits on the day. And the big one was Odubel Herrera as he brings in his 42nd RBI. So now, normally we would take a look at some minor league playoffs, but as you can see, the defending champion Tacoma Rainiers do not make the postseason. Neither do our Arkansas Travelers. So, we don't have any minor league postseason teams, which is very surprising because our minor league teams are extremely good. So, let's take a look at how they did. Nick Ames, 20 homers on the year here in the minor leagues, a .240 average. That's one of the best in the minor leagues, to be honest with you, in the Double-A. Leighton Stauffer, .261 average, 8 homers. Good to see him doing some stuff. Tom Hammock, very disappointed in his average. He had 4 home runs, 17 ribbies. 4 home runs, 19 for Garcia. 3 home runs, 28 for Platt, but he had a very nice average at over 300. Anthony Siegler, .246, .247 for Schnell. A lot of these guys just not doing what they're expected to do. A lot of 240s, a lot of 230s. That's not really going to get it done. We need these guys to really step up and start to get a little bit better here. Rico Alonso, nice 286. That'll do. So now we look at the pitching here in Double-A. Stephen Chang, a 10-6 record with a .251 ERA. That's pretty good. But we'll sort it here by ERA. Wyatt Mills, look at this, a .71. Zach Birdie, a .224. Whew, some of these guys really putting forth some good ERAs. .279 for Gonzalez is very good. He had 7 wins. .366, .372 for Cionel Perez. Justin Dunn, waiting for this guy to really take a step forward. Oliver Jasky as well. Hans Krause as well. But these guys are all in the 4s in ERA, and that's really bad. Blaine Enlow in the 5s. Relieving pitcher, I'm not too worried about him really taking a huge step forward, but over a 6 ERA, not very good. So, we look at the pitchers here in Triple-A, sorting by ERA. .319 for Logan Gilbert, that's not bad. I don't know how he only ended up with a 7-10. 327 for Graterol. He had an 8-7 record. 7-8 for Hackman with a 339. Matt Festa had a 5-1. That's pretty good. Mirandy Gonzalez. Seth Elledge did not pitch very well. Jefferson Mejia did not pitch very well either. Obviously, there's very little players here to look at in these stats, and that's because I stupidly let the September call-ups happen already. But Nick Prado had a pretty decent season. Justin Williams was okay. Joe Rizzo batted .316 on the year. That's pretty good. Jeremiah Jackson over 250. Kalenic was horrible. 206. Yikes. So September call-ups happened. Some new guys here on the bench. Dom Williams, Michael Papirski, and Sammy Francisco join our offense so we can kind of let them play a little bit, get some experience when we need them to, but we are still in a division race, obviously. Teddy McDaniel, Babe Stanford, Keith Lovett, Jamie Castilla, all coming up here in the bullpen. So it's going to be a huge month of September here. We're going to start some simulation. We take a 4-game sweep of the Los Angeles Angels, who are now below 500 since we've done that. So that is actually really big for us. Sheffield gets a nice win. Felix Hernandez gets a nice 5-0 win there. So now we take on the Astros, which is the team chasing us. We're going to win the first one, lose the next two, and we lose the third as well. So we actually lose that series. And now we're going to be taking on the AL best Cleveland Indians. So we're actually going to simulate the first two of these games. We'll take a look at the box scores. 7-8 we lose. So as we take a look there, look, in the 10th inning they get a walk-off. Ugh. That is just horrible. It was a tie game going into the 8th. We scored 4. They scored 2. We scored 1. Or no, it wasn't a tie game going into the 8th. They must have scored a lot in the first. But they get a Florial home run in the 10th inning to walk this thing off. Jamie Castilla going to get the L for us. That's disappointing. In the 10th inning. So Florial must have gone to the Yankees, I guess, in the Shane Bieber deal. So they get the win there with Florial. Deal pays off for them. It didn't pay off against the Yankees in this episode as we crushed Shane Bieber for the win. Now a 2-0 win in the 6th inning. Cleveland gets all their runs. It must have just been a bunch of hits because nobody hit a home run. So they win that one 2-0. Now we're trying to avoid the sweep against the best team in the American League, and you'll see that in a second. As the Blue Jays have 81 wins, they are 3 games above the Orioles. Yankees won't make the playoffs this year with all the moves they've made. 95 wins for the Indians. We're stuck at 85 wins at the moment. Astros and Athletics giving chase, but look at this. A 3-way tie in the wild card between the Astros, Athletics, and Orioles. Phillies are winning the East by a game over the Mets. Nationals also giving chase. Reds are up by a good margin, and the Rockies are up by 2.5 on the Giants. Pirates and Mets have those wild card spots. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. I hope you're excited for the Cleveland Indian game. It's Mike Clevenger against Yusei Kikuchi to start the next episode, and that will end the regular season. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on this video as well as subscribe if you're new to the channel and want to see more. There are 3 other franchises also free to check out. Franchise content all day, every day here on Franchise Gaming.
You're a pretty little star boy.